Hello everyone, and welcome to the Realms of Infinity. Infinite Realms. Yeah, I know, okay, that sounded kind of corny. But, right now, we are reviewing Marvel Legends Wal-Mart exclusive, Ulik. Now, I've heard a lot of reviewers say Ulik, and every time I hear them say Ulik, I think, oh my. So, I'm going to say Ulik. My channel, my rules. Now, here we see Ulik in the package. And first thing I noticed was, yes, it is those damn ugly rhino legs and arms. Ugh. Now, two things I hate about these is the arms, the lack of range of motion. Yeah, you can work with it and fudge it, but it's really hard to deal with. It's pretty annoying. And the other one is the awful cut that happens right at the knee whenever you bend the knee. It just, it looks... It's old school Toy Biz from the 5-inch line kind of cut, and it's like, so ugly. Now, Ulik himself, I remember him from the comics, but I couldn't sit here and tell you a single storyline he was ever in. I cannot remember a single one. I do remember him. I remember seeing him, but I can't remember a storyline he was in. It's kind of funny because I know I own comics that he's in, and I just don't remember. He's not a character that sticks out in your brain very much, but he is one of Thor's major bad guys. He's the king of the trolls, and he's not a bad figure. Okay, even though with automatically having those rhino legs and arms is a detriment. I really thought that at least the arms were new because I saw the fur on the arms. Then I realized that that's just something that comes over from the torso. Now, I thought the torso was an overlay, and from what I'm looking at, it looks like it's a new mold, and it looks pretty good too. And I like that. I like how the scale mail is. I like the sheen on the scale mail. It looks really good. So that brings the figure back up for me. Now, he comes with two heads. The alternate head, I think is supposed to be looking like he's screaming, angry, going into battle, but to me it looks like kind of like Kevin Bacon in Footloose when he says, "Let's dance." We're like a spring break guy, and I don't think the effect is too great. I think the snarling head is pretty effective, so I'm going to stick with that. Don't mind the screaming head, it's just looking too happy. He looks like he's getting ready to down a few brewskis and go surfing. But I give him points for trying. He also has, of course, hands that can hold his... I never knew if this was a mace or an axe or what it was, but it's his weapon. And it kind of looks like a mace axe, which, there's a hammer axe for Thor, so why not? And then, of course, he has his closed fist with the knuckle dusters on him, which is really cool, and that's what I remember of him. I remember him very strongly in the game HeroClix, and he was one of those guys in HeroClix that he didn't hit the hardest, but he hit hard enough, and I got some good. I remember getting some good KOs with him that were just fun in that game. I haven't played HeroClix in decades, so tells you a little bit of my age, but yeah, he was pretty good. I find myself liking this figure a little more than I thought I would, even though there's parts of this figure I don't like. Again, those arms and legs, they kill me. They just totally kill me. But the rest of the figure, it doesn't look horrible. Again, Ulik is one of those guys that, he has a distinct look to him, and I hate to see part reuse. That's my problem. But at the same time, he's not terrible. And size-wise, I think he's perfect. Here you can see him with Shang-Chi and Spider-Woman, just to kind of get an idea of what kind of height he has to the average figure. And that gives you a good idea. I mean, he's bigger. I mean, he's obviously bigger than most figures, but he's still not huge. And that's pretty nice. I mean, obviously he's a deluxe figure, so you're paying a little more. But you know, with all the extras you get, it seems like this time you're getting a little bit more for your money. I still think he's a little overpriced, especially where it's coming from Walmart. I know that jacks the price up a little bit too, but still, I think he's a little overpriced. But I can see spending the extra bucks to get him at the same time. And I don't think I looked in several resources. I don't think there's ever been a Marvel Legends Ulik before, so I'm kind of doubtful there ever will be again. To be perfectly honest, I don't see them taking the time to do that. I really don't. I could see them not doing that. So that's something to consider with this figure too. You know, sometimes these deluxe figures go really high on the secondary market. I don't know if Ulik will. I don't know if there's that much demand for him, but it's possible. And here you see Ulik with my drastically outdated modern Thor. Just a side note, I would like to see an update to modern Thor. We have an update to classic Thor. I would really like to see an update to modern Thor. I think that's a really great look he had back in those days, and I would really like to see that. I'm hoping to see it soon. And here he is flexing muscles with Hulk. Of course, you can see Hulk's much bigger than him, but you know, you would expect that as well. So, end of the day, Ulik is a cool figure. I do like him. I'm going to give him begrudgingly 4.25 stars. A good figure to pick up. Again, he has some real bad negatives against him, but the positives bring him back from that negative point. I'm trying to ignore the legs as much as I can. That's going to be hard, but the rest of the figure is pretty decent. And, you know, if you want to throw something at Thor one day, that's what you can do. Okay, so that's going to wrap it up for Infinite Realms today. Hope you enjoyed the review, and you guys have a good day.